Now, as the nation grapples with deepening crisis in policing and justice, the Police and Prisons Civil Rights Union, Popcru, has convened its Central Executive Committee meeting, a pivotal gathering taking place against the backdrop of rising police killings, allegations of corruption and the ongoing Madlanga Commission. Union President Thulani Ngwenya has sounded alarm bells, warning that the criminal justice system is under siege and even describing the Commission as a potential threat to national security. Joining us now for more perspective is Popcru President Thulani Ngwenya. Thulani, appreciate your time. Now, what prompted Popcru to call for a national summit? What urgency are you responding to?
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to your viewers. Firstly, let me send my condolences to our former minister, Comrade Natim Twetwa, who have been just laid to rest just now. But coming back to your question, the issue that makes us to call upon for an urgent police killing summit is because of incidents that are happening in South Africa, that we have normalized an abnormal situation whereby the state is under attack, police are killed each and every day. As you know, that Constitution says, Section 205, that police have got a responsibility to protect and defend the inhabitants of South Africa and maintain law and order. Then it is being normalized that a policeman can be killed and nothing can be done, we have a responsibility as an organization to stand up for those members and say, let us have a discussion in the midst of the Madlanga Commission. Because what is coming out of a Madlanga Commission, that is why we said it's going to be a threat to a security if then people come out and say we are being controlled by a cartel. On the other hand, police are being killed and nobody is talking about it, including the Human Rights Commission. We are saying they are not talking about killing of policemen, but when police react, they are going to be called as very violent to the community. So we're saying to the President of the country, the Minister of Police, we're calling for an urgent police killing summit so that we'll find solutions around the killings of police. When also the outcomes of Madlanga Commission come out, we'll be able to mix the two and find how do we take the South African safety as a priority in our country.
So unpack for us whom you expect to attend or whom you've invited to attend the National Summit. Which key parties?
We are calling all civil rights unions who are against police killing. We're calling about progressive left. We're calling about government, business also, who are at the center of expecting police to come to the party. Lawmakers also must come in, because if you remember last year, Hugo, we called for, we had a summit where we developed documents. So those documents have not yet found expression into lawmakers. So we're saying now, let's prioritize one of the key critical issue, which is about police killing. Police killing, as I'm speaking to you now, in Potchefstroom, 2 police have been shot and killed, of which we have not yet found out what is happening. In the midst of this, each and every day, police are being killed, or a week does not finish police being killed. So we have been given assurance that that will be realized, but we said it must be speeded up.
So let's talk about what you're hoping that this summit will achieve. You've obviously spoken out against police killings, which is a key aspect of the summit. What do you hope to achieve from the summit?
The summit is going to lay out a foundation as we have been calling for a sentence, a harsher sentence for those who are killing police, those who are attacking the police, because this is an attack to the state. So we're saying in defense of the state, if anyone is found guilty and all the evidence is put forward that you have killed the police while doing its job, then it must be a charge be called the high treason. Because if you challenge the state, it's like wanting to overthrow the state when you kill its machinery to maintain law and order. So that is the reason we're saying the outcome of that we should all agree. If you want a safer South Africa, if you want South Africans to have trust and confidence in the police, they must also be given an opportunity that if they are killed, a message is sent to each and everyone who have done that he must get a harsher sentence.
Thulani, a few moments ago, you mentioned that you had a convention close on a year ago and there were deliberations that were carried out in that convention, but they have not seen the light of day. How confident are you that if this summit does go ahead and the various parties that you invite to the summit do attend, that the agenda will come to pass?
We've got confidence because even we've spoken to the African National Congress, COSATU. We have made that call in COSATU. We have called also to the SSCP, of which we are expecting that the African National Congress, because they are in the GNU in government, they'll be able to influence to that, of which I think even members of the same GNU, the same problem that is facing Cape Town, same problems that is facing Johannesburg, same problem that is facing KwaZulu-Natal and everywhere in Eastern Cape, in Gqeberha, everybody with this call that we're making as a union, which is the voice of the voiceless, of the workers that wants to work in the midst of this dilemma of senior managers raising allegation against one another. We cannot just sit and become spectators when we see that there is something that we can do. As a progressive union, we can't be complainant, but we need to come forward to say, from our side, in defense of our members, let's sit down, let's talk about what is it that can assist our members to perform their duty to the best of their capability when they know they have a backing from the state, from business, from political parties, in particular, also the government of national unity must come out clear whether do they like what is happening, that police are being killed each and every day, or they don't like. So people must come out clear. We are the union who are championing it because we want unity. We want people who respect the law. We want peace in South Africa. We don't want South Africa to become a banana republic where everybody will just kill each and everyone. Then nobody is talking about it. It becomes an abnormal situation. It's becoming normalized because they know if a policeman is going to be killed, it's like one and other thing that you have just switch on and switch off the light. So we said enough is enough. Each and every killing of a policeman, we're going to take it up with ourselves, but we're calling for the president of the country to say in the midst of what he established, Madlanga Commission, he must also prioritize this issue of police killing. It's a priority to us. Our members cannot be butchered each and every day while they are defending the state.
I'm glad you raised the issue of the Madlanga Commission because you've described the Commission as a threat to national security. Could you elaborate on that concern?
We said things that are coming out of the Madlanga Commission are going to be a threat to a state, to the state. Things that are going to be raised there. You have heard yourself. That's why we said we don't want to comment currently. But as police officials who have been in the field, now we become trade unionists. It doesn't mean that we don't know what can create a threat. Because if anybody can come out and say the cartels are running the country, do we want to be like Mexico? Do we want to be told there are no-go areas? Do we want to be told that police, there are areas where they cannot operate? It cannot be correct. We want a situation that says things that are going to come out there. First report that's going to come out, we're going to report up to the last report. But in the midst of it, while these things are coming out from of senior managers, then what do we do about ordinary members who are on the lower level? Because it's always said when the elephants are fighting, grass suffers. That's what our members are finding ourselves in. They are suffering because the managers who are supposed to do the work, they are busy doing their own shenanigans, as is being alleged now. So that is why we said it's a threat to the state. So to circumvent the threat, let us talk also about the threat that is coming in the country of police killing each and every day. One and more police are killed. Enough is enough. We can't take it as Popcru. We're saying, let's go and sit down and find out what can be the solution, because we know economic factors, social unemployment, incapacity of delivery of any other things, like the municipality and everything. So we need to talk about it to say, what do we do going forward?
Popcru President Thulani Ngwenya calling for an urgent summit to deal with the scourge in police killings. Thulani, appreciate your time.